Hi. I'm texting. How you doing? Good? Good. Well, I'm Josh, and this is what I like to call the Bible, the New International Version Bible, and it's an atheist point of view. But basically, an atheist, not all atheists. No, definitely not all atheists. Far from it, I'm sure. But basically, my point of view is simply that the Bible is absolutely hilarious, a laughingstock. Morality, none at all. People who believe in it is crazy, therefore making it even funnier. And that is why I read it. Read it to you, one chapter at a time, one chapter per video. Because to read any more than that, well, let's just say a lot of these chapters are too fucking long as it is. But, before I start, I must start the bumper music. Funky, 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 funky. Now, it's a mellow new mood tonight. Where I left off is Leviticus chapter 26. And look at this. I've got one chapter after that, and then we start reading Numbers. Hopefully won't be doing a lot of counting. Do that enough at work. Alright. Verse 1. Do not... Oh, here, the paraphrase is reward for obedience. For doing all that shit and cutting their dicks off and all that stuff. This is the reward. Alright, verse 1. Do not make idols or set up an image or a sacred stone for yourselves, and do not place a carved stone in your land to bow down before it. I am the Lord your God. Do not worship rocks. People already do that now. Okay, verse 2. Observe my Sabbaths and have reverence for my sanctuary. I am the Lord. Reverence, you shall wear your Sunday best. I can't imagine. Fuck, they were all probably dressed like the Flintstones back then. Fuck. Verse 4, I will send you rain in its season. What? Well, come on, Lord our God. Why don't you go ahead and be really, really surprising and send it when it's not in season? Yeah, no, I'll send you rain in its season. Thanks. So we're expecting it anyway. And the ground will yield its crops, and the trees, the fruit of the field, bear fruit. Your threshing will continue until grape harvest, and the grape harvest will continue until planting. And you will eat all the food you want, and live in safety in your land. Yippee. Verse 6, I will grant peace in the land, and you will lie down, and no one will make you afraid. But you already told them they've already got to fear God, but nobody else. Just God. I will remove savage beasts from the land, and a sword will not pass through your country. The sword. What they all used to fight with to begin with? Slingshot? You will pursue your enemy, and they will fall by the sword before you. 5 of you will chase 100, and 100 of you will chase 10,000, and your enemies will fall by the sword before you. What the fuck? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Basically, I'll give a shit. Fuck. Verse 9. I will look on you with favor and make you fruitful. Increase your numbers. He's gonna make sure you can have a lot of babies. Well, he's still doing that apparently. And I will keep my covenant with you. You will still be eating last year's harvest. Ew. Fuck. I wonder if they put it in the freezers. Probably not an option back then. When you will have to move it out to make room for new. I will put my dwelling place among you, and I will not abhor you. Abhor? Alright, verse 12. I will walk among you and will be your God, and you will be my people. I am the Lord, your God, who brought you out of Egypt so that you would no longer be slaves to the Egyptians. I broke the bars of our yoke. Bars? Yoke? I didn't realize eggs were locked up, and enabled you to walk with heads held high. Oh, shit. Fuck hay fever. Okay, what do I leave off? Oh, there we are. Alright, the next paraphrase is, and yeah, I definitely need to glue this fucker again. So, verse 14. But if you will not listen to me and carry out all these commandments, and if you reject my decrees and abhor my laws, and fail to carry out all my commands, and so violate my covenant, then I will do this to you. A threat. Definitely a threat. I will bring upon you sudden terror. Wow. Wasting diseases and fever that will destroy your sight and drain away your life. Such a loving God. You will plant seed in vain. What? How do you plant seed in vain exactly? Like, I don't even want to fucking figure it out. Because your enemies will eat it. Okay, so basically you're planting this shit because you didn't need it, but you know your enemies will eat it. This shit makes no sense. Verse 17, I will set my face against you. So, we go on cue and put your face on someone. It sounds so sexual. I will set my face against you, so that you will be defeated by your enemies. Those who hate you will rule over you, and you will flee, even when no one is pursuing you. What is the point of fleeing then? Flee, but there's no... I don't care, get out of here! But there's nobody here. So what? Fuck it. Get the fuck out. Even when there's no one pursuing you. Verse 18. Even after all this, you will not listen to me. I will punish you for sin 7 times over. 7! Ooh. Such a loving God. What the fuck? Okay. Verse 19, I will break down your stubborn pride and make the sky above you like iron and the ground beneath you like bronze. Okay. Verse 20, your strength will be spent in vain. Again? Because your soil will not yield its crops, nor will the trees of the land yield their fruit. Oh, all this gloom and doom that gets threatened with. Fuck you, Yahweh, you suck. Verse 21, if you remain hostile toward me and refuse to listen to me, I will multiply your affliction 7 times over. As your sins deserve. Your sins deserve it. Verse 23, I will send wild animals against you. Lions, tigers, and bears, oh my! And they will rob you of your children. Of course they will. Destroy your cattle and make you so few in numbers that your roads will be deserted, and they will steal your Cadillacs, and they will completely wipe out your hard drives and take away your iPhones. Nobody has AppleCare. No one. Verse 21, if you remain hostile toward me and refuse to listen to me, I will multiply your affliction 7 times over as your sins deserve. I just read that. Next part. I will send wild animals against you, and they will rob you of your children, destroy your cattle, and make you so few in numbers that the roads will be deserted. The roads. Just a bunch of empty camels. camels and donkeys with saddles all over the roads. Verse 23, despite of these things, you do not accept my correction. Correction? Okay. But continue to be hostile towards me. Verse 24, I myself will be hostile toward you and will afflict you for your sins 7 times over. Here we go again. And I will bring the sword upon you to avenge the breaking of the covenant. The sword. You think it's the one that's stuck in the stone? Is that what happens? He avenges with his sword and then gets stuck in the stone. Some guy Merlin comes along later on, I think. I think we're getting to that part. Hold on. When you withdraw into your cities, I will spend a plague among you, and you will be given into enemy hands. When I cut off your supply of bread, 10 women will be able to bake your bread in one oven. 10 of them, huh? What else can I do with them? I really don't need 10 women to just do baking. We can just have a couple in there, and the rest of them, never mind. Okay, when I cut off your supply of bread, 10 women will be able to bake your bread in one oven, and they will dole out the bread by weight. Alright, 2 pounds of bread a day, buddy. You will eat, but you will not be satisfied. Well, like I said, I got to get the food be back in the days of the primitives, you know? Verse 27. If in spite of this you still do not listen to me, but continue to be hostile towards me, then in my anger I will be hostile toward you, and I myself will punish you for the sin 7 times over. Okay, third acknowledgement now, 7 times, gotcha. Verse 29, you will eat the flesh of your sons and the flesh of your daughters. Cannibalism, nice! God! It's a good one. Yes, the flesh of your sons and the flesh of your daughters. Cannibalism in the Bible. Yummy. Verse 30, I will destroy your high places, cut down your incense altars, and pile your dead bodies on the lifeless forms of your idols. And I will once again abhor you. I abhor you. Verse 31, I will turn your idols into ruins and lay waste your sanctuaries, cities into, and I will take no delight in the pleasing aroma of your offerings. Oh, come on, God, just like the burning flesh. Shit. No, I'm not gonna like it. I'm not gonna enjoy it. See, this is where Yahweh's having a tantrum. Why? Yeah, I'm not gonna like it. You can't make me. Yeah, it's about me. I do what I want. Whatever. Verse 32, I will lay waste the land so of your offerings. No, verse 3, I will lay waste the land so that your enemies who live there will be appalled. I'm appalled. Verse 33, I will scatter you among your nations and will draw out my sword and pursue you. Shit, run, there's Yahweh with a sword. Fuck. It's gonna cut off your head. It's gonna stick it in your mouth. Your land will be laid waste and your cities will lie in ruins. Verse 34, then the land will enjoy its Sabbath years all the time that it lies desolate and you are in the country of your enemies. Then the land will rest and enjoy its Sabbaths all the time that it lies desolate. The land will have the rest it did not have during the Sabbaths that you lived in it. Well, I'm ready then. Verse 36, and for those of you who left, I will make their hearts so fearful in the lands of their enemies that the sound of a wind-blown leaf will put them to flight. Alright. That's retarded, but okay. Basically just make them really skittery, huh? They will run as through fleeing from the sword, and they will fall, even though no one is pursuing them. Well, fuck. Verse 37, they will stumble over one another as though fleeing from the sword, even though no one is pursuing them. So you will not be able to stand before your enemies. You will perish among the nations. The land of the enemies will devour you. Those of you who are left will waste away in the lands of their enemies because of their sins, also because of their fathers' sins. They will waste away. Kill them every way we can, every way known possible. Make them suffer. Fuck it. Loving God. Yep. Okay. Verse 40. If they will confess their sins and the sins of their fathers, their treachery against me and their hostility towards me, which made me land of their enemies, then when their uncircumcised hearts, or how do you circumcise a heart, are humbled and they pay for their sin. Verse 22, I will remember my covenant with Jacob and my covenant with Isaac and my covenant with Abraham. Oh, will you now? And I will remember the land. For the land will be deserted by them and will enjoy itself while it lies desolate without them. They will pay for their sins because they rejected my laws and abhorred my decrees. Yet in spite of this, when they are in the land of their enemies, I will not reject them nor abhor them, so as to destroy them completely. Yeah, God created the enemies. Fuck. I mean, see the irony and the contradiction right here. I will destroy your enemies, but you made his enemies. What the? Stupid. Oh, don't give me this free will shit. Fuck. It's all free will. Breaking my covenant with them, I am the Lord their God. Oh, whatever. You've said that over and over again, but okay. Verse 45. But for their sake, I will remember the covenant with their ancestors, whom I brought out of Egypt in the sight of the nations to be their God. I am the Lord. No fucking shit. You've only said that a billion times. Verse 46, these are the decrees, the laws, and the regulations that the Lord established on Mount Sinai between himself and the Israelites through Moses. Moses is the only Moses. Gee, one guy. One fucking guy. That's all it is. One guy. Just one. Well, kids, once again, this is Josh. This has been the Bible and an atheist point of view.